Britain did not want a successful federation of autonomous regions. It wanted a unified Nigeria. Group speaks. Good day, my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from. Thanks for joining. Here is another interesting news coming to your listening ears as a group. A US-based advocacy group says that Britain did not want a successful federation of autonomous regions. It only wanted a unified Nigeria. Moving on to the full details to check more, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. According to the Daily Post newspaper, the US-based advocacy group Rising Sun has taken sharp exceptions to former Nigerian military ruler General Yakubu Gowon, retired, for his recent narrative on the failure of the 1967 Aburi Accord. In a strongly worded response, the group accused Gowon of distorting historical realities and attempting to reshape public understanding of the events that preceded Nigerian civil war. Their criticism was made public in a statement released in Abuja on Sunday, jointly signed by the organization's leader, Chief Maxwell Dede, and its secretary, Reverend Father Augustine Udimegwa. The organization rejected Gowon's explanation that the accord collapsed due to the late General Chukwuemeka Odumegwu-Ojukwu's push to decentralize the military command structure, arguing that such claims obscure the broader context. According to Rising Sun, Ojukwu's advocacy for regional control over military and security frameworks stemmed from a legitimate desire to foster fairness and true federalism within the country. The group maintained that if the federal authorities had implemented the terms outlined at the Aburi meeting in good faith, Nigeria might have avoided the civil war and its devastating human toil. One part of the statement reads, "We, as a Rising Sun, USA, find General Gowon's recent comments deeply troubling. They present a false account of how the Aburi discussions unraveled. To portray Ojukwu's proposals as a mere ploy to control regional armies is not only inaccurate, but also diminishes the seriousness of that historical moment. If the commitments made in Aburi had been respected, the conflict that followed the death, starvation, and destruction of civilian communities could have been avoided. It was the breach of those agreements that plunged Nigeria into one of its darkest chapters." Hear him speak. Britain did not want a successful federation of autonomous regions. It wanted a unified, centrally controlled Nigeria under Fulani dominance to protect Shell BP and other colonial-era corporate interests. That is why Britain armed Nigeria with bombs aircrafts, and diplomatic cover to annihilate Biafra. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Moving on to the comment section, the first commenter says, now you people will understand Ikemba Oludumegu Ojukwu is a wise man. He saw the future and now that is it. A comment here says, yes, because Britain knows that for Nigeria to become a unitary state, all the components that constitute Nigeria would have to melt and blend into a homogeneous entity, and that would take a very, very long time. Enough time for Britain to achieve our goals with Nigeria. My dear listeners, now we have come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.